What if I told you the United States almost had a king? Not in 1776, not in some fantasy timeline, but in the 1930s, and it came way closer than anyone is comfortable admitting. It is the middle of the Great Depression. Banks are collapsing, millions of people are out of work, bread lines stretch for blocks. People are scared, angry, and losing faith in democracy, because democracy feels slow when everything is falling apart. And that fear created an opening. Enter a man named Smedley Butler, absolute legend, Marine Corps general, 2 Medals of Honor, a guy soldiers trusted and the public respected, not someone you expect to show up in a coup story. One day in 1933, Butler gets approached by a group of wealthy businessmen. These are not random nobodies. They're connected to Wall Street, major corporations, serious money. They tell him the country is on the brink of collapse, that President Franklin D. Roosevelt is weak, that democracy is failing. Their solution is simple, dangerous, but simple. They want Butler to lead hundreds of thousands of veterans to Washington. The goal is to pressure Roosevelt into stepping aside. Officially, Roosevelt stays president. In reality, Butler would run the country as a strongman, a dictator, a king without the crown. And here is the wild part. Butler was not just a figurehead. They genuinely believed the military and the public would follow him. Some of the money behind this plan was later linked to powerful families, including Prescott Bush, whose business connections were tied to companies accused of helping fund the effort. This is the moment where history could have gone completely off the rails. But Butler does something unexpected. He says no. Then he goes straight to United States Congress and tells them everything: names, meetings, the plan, all of it. At first, Congress thinks he's exaggerating. A coup in America sounds ridiculous, but the investigation keeps going. Witnesses testify, evidence shows up, and the final conclusion is terrifying. The plot was real. Congress officially acknowledged that there had been an attempt to establish a fascist-style dictatorship in the United States. And then, nothing happens. No prison sentences, no major consequences. The story fades away. History books barely mention it. Why? Because exposing the full truth would have shattered public trust in powerful institutions. So the country chose silence. America did not avoid a king because the system worked perfectly. It avoided one because a single man refused power. And that should make you pause, because the conditions that made this possible did not disappear. Fear, economic collapse, people begging for a strong leader to fix everything. That is how republics fall, quietly, with applause. And it almost happened here.